Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we are going to practice questions related to your Cognizant GenC aptitude questions, and guys, these are the questions that we are going to discuss in this video are the actual questions that have been asked in your GenC assessment. And guys, there is very high chances that if you prepare these questions, like many of the questions will repeat exactly same in your assessment. So I would highly suggest you that at least remember the answers of all the questions, because there is very good chances that the questions might repeat and you will come back to this video later on after your assessment and say that the questions were actually repeated. That is why guys, this will be very helpful video for all of you. Guys, I just want one thing from you guys. If you are finding it helpful, please do write the word helpful in the comment section, so that I can get to know how many of you are appearing for your aptitude assessments and I can post more videos related to that. So guys, before we start the new video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, as I regularly post these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. Also, there is a complete playlist on my channel related to Cognizant Prep. You can check these videos too. You will find a lot of helpful actual questions that are asked in your GenC assessment. So let's get started with our first question. Let's look at this question that we have. This is the question based on graph, guys. So see, you will be given a graph and you are asked some question. Let's see the note first of all. All the values are increased over previous years. In 2014, the price of an item was $2,000 and the number of units sold was 50,000. So sales by value is equals to price into number of units sold. It is given to us, and we are asked what was the percentage increase in the price of an item from 2014 to 2016. Okay, and here some data is given, that is percentage increase in the price and the number of units sold of an item over a period of 5 years. Okay, basically see, we are not concerned much with the number of items sold, because we are asked price, okay, and the percentage increase in the price. So what we will do is, we will see first of all the data that is given to us is price in 2014 was how much, $2,000, right? It is given to us here. Okay, now percentage increase in price from 2014 to 2016 we have to calculate, right? Now from 2014 to 2015, how much percentage it has increased? 15%. That is what we have written here. 15% price increase in 2015, and then 20% has increased in 2016. Okay, now we have to calculate the prices now. Okay, so this is the percentage increase that we are told. So we were told that in 2014 the price was 2000. So the price in 2015 will be how much? 2000 plus the increase, right? Which means 50% of 2000. So when you will solve it, you will get the new price value, that is 2300. So you can say that in 2015 the price value was 2300. Okay, now again we will calculate the price in 2016. So what we will take? We will take the price which was there in the last year, that is 2300, plus the percentage increase that has happened in this year, that is in 2016. So in 2016 we can see from the diagram that the percentage increase has happened 20%. So we will do 20% of 2300. Okay, here. So when you will solve it, you will get the new price as 2760. Okay, which is the new price in 2016. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the percentage increase from 2014 to 2016. Okay, now whenever you have to calculate percentage increase over a duration of time, what you will do is like the new price, okay, new price minus old price divided by old. Okay, this will give you the final answer. So see, we have taken that only, the new price, that is 2760, minus the old one divided by old one. So when you will subtract this, you will get 760 divided by 2000. You will get final answer as 0.38. Okay, so that is why the correct answer for this question is going to be option number C, that is 0.38. So guys, you should practice these questions. These are the must, because these questions are very regularly getting repeated, so you can't miss on. At least if you can't practice too much, then at least understand that the answer of this will be 0.38. That will be also more than helpful for you. Let's look at this question. How can we solve this? The question is, Jason rows a boat at 13 km/h in still water. If the river is running at 3 km/h and it takes him to row to a place and back in 1 hour 30 minutes, how far is the place from him? Okay, the options are 120 by 13 km, 113 by 12 km, 132 by 13 km, and 120 by 7 kilometers. Let's see how can we solve this question. First of all, let us note down the data that is given to us. Okay, so initially what is given to us is speed of Jason in still water. Okay, so how much it is given? It is given as 13 km/h, right? If you see in statement number 1, Jason rows a boat at 13 km/h in still water. This was the data given to us. Next data that is given to us is speed of river current. Okay, current speed of river is 3 km/h. So total time for round trip is given is what? In the third sentence, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, these are the three data that is given to us, and we need to find how far is the place from him. Okay, so see, first of all, based on this data, what there are two speeds that we can deduce. Okay, what are the two speeds? First speed is speed while going, okay, which is also called as downstream, right? So that is how much? 13 plus 3 kilometers, which is going to be your 16 kilometers per hour. And next is your speed while returning, which is also called as upstream. Okay, so speed while returning, which is 13 minus 3, which is going to be your 10 kilometers per hour. Okay, hope you have understood how we are calculated. So our Jason speed in still water is 13 km per hour, and speed of river current is 3 km per hour. So while going it will be added, and while returning it will be subtracted. So we will have these speeds. Okay, now let us see the time calculations. So you know the value of distance, right? Distance, speed is equals to what? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Using this formula only we can say time is equals to what? Distance upon speed. Okay, now we do not have the speeds values, right? Sorry, not speed, but we do not have the distance value, so we will take it as d, because d is the only thing that we have to calculate. See, how far is the place from him, so that is distance only. So what we will write? D upon s, which will be our speed. Now speed, what we will do, we will sum both the speeds. Okay, that is the downstream speed and the upstream speed. So d upon 16 plus d upon 10, which is going to be equals to how much? It is given to us as 3 by 2. Okay, what is this 3 by 2? This 3 by 2, we will convert 1 hour 30 minutes to fraction, so it will be 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2 hours simply. So now we will just solve this one. Okay, so you can do it in any way. You can take LCM, you can like directly cross multiply anyhow. So once you will solve it, you will get 13d divided by 80 is equals to 3 by 2. Okay, I'm not solving it quickly. Otherwise, if you want to solve it, what you can do is this will multiply there 10d plus this will multiply there 60d, and then this will both multiply below 160, and then this will be 3 by 2. Further you will solve cross, you will cut off the values which are extra, then you will get this as the final equation. Now based on this equation we are going to find the value of our d. So this 2 will multiply there, which is going to be 26d, and this 80 into 3 will be 240. Okay, now d will be what? 240 divided by 26, which is going to be 1, if we will cancel this by 2, it will be 120 divided by 13. Okay, and distance is in kilometers, so we will write kilometer. Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option A is this one. The correct answer of this question is going to be option number A. Hope you have understood it. Let's move on now to the next question. Let's look at this question. A pipe can fill a tank in 12 hours, while a leak, which is at 1/6 at the height of the tank, can empty up to the part in S hours. If both are open simultaneously and initially the tank is full, then what will be the 1/6 full? Okay, see, we have options as 9 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and 12 hours. So how can we solve this question is, first of all, let's understand the statement again. A pipe can fill a tank in 12 hours. Okay, this data is given. So based on this data, what we can write is filling rate is what? Filling rate is going to be 1 by 12 per hour, right? In 1 hour, it will be 1 by 12, right? Next is leak is at 1/6 of the tank and can empty that part in S hours. Okay, so what can we write in that case? Emptying rate. Okay, emptying rate is going to be, emptying rate is equals to 1 by S per hour. Okay, again for 1/6 of the tank. Okay, for 1 by 6 of the tank. And what we were told is initially the tank is full and both pipe and the leak are open. So we need to find when the tank will be 1 by 6 full. Okay, so let's understand the leak effect. The leak affects only the bottom of 1/6 of the tank, right? It is told when it will be 1/6 full, which means it is only affecting the bottom 1/6 of the tank. This means the leak empties the full tank at the rate of 6 by S per hour, right? Leak empties the tank at a rate of 6 by S per hour, right? Now net drainage rate is what? Net drainage rate. Net drainage rate is filling rate minus emptying rate. Okay. So filling rate we have already found 1 by 12. Emptying rate is 6 by S, right? Because see, we have told, right, 1 by S per hour for 1/6 of the tank. So leak empties the tank at a rate of 6 by S per hour. Okay. So that is why 6 by S. This is S. Okay. Don't get confused. Now what we have to find is finding the time to reach 1 by 6 full. Okay. Because that is only which we have to find. So that how we will calculate is the tank starts full and must reach 1 by 6 full, right? So amount of water to be lost is 1 minus 1 by 6, which is going to be 5 by 6 of the tank. Okay, this much amount needs to be lost. Okay, which is 5 by 6 is what we will say T into 1 by 12 minus 6 by S, which is our net drainage rate. That is T into our net drainage rate. Okay, so we have found out, right, how much of water needs to be drained out. So that is why we have formed this equation, and now when we will solve it, we will get the value as of T as 10 hours. Okay, I'm not solving it completely, but if you solve this equation, you will get the value as 10 hours. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number C, that is 10 hours. Okay, hope you have understood it. Let's move on to the next question. Let's look at this question that we have. Harish, a bank officer, invests $7,600 per month. He spent 50% of it on the stock market and 40% of the remaining on cryptocurrency market. Out of the remaining amount, he invests in mutual fund. What is the amount that he invests in mutual fund? So guys, let's understand how we can solve this problem. Basically, Harish is investing in three things. First is he's investing $7,600 per month. Okay, that is the first investment that he is making, and then he is spending 50% of it on the stock market. Okay, the stock market, and then remaining 40% he is spending on cryptocurrency. Okay, and then like out of the remaining amount he invests in mutual fund. So whatever is remaining at the end, he is investing in mutual fund. So we have to find out what is the fund that is remaining at the end. So after reducing all the amounts, whatever is left at the end will be our final answer. Let's see how we will solve it. See, first of all, 50% of whatever the amount that we had, which is 7,600. Okay, this is the amount that he is spending on stock market. Okay, because that is given to us, right? Initially 50% of 7,600 will be how much? 50 by 100 into 7,600. Okay, this is going to sum up to 3,800. Okay, so this much he is getting, okay, after investing in stock market. So amount spent on cryptocurrency is what? So amount spent on cryptocurrency was 40%, right? So how much we have left with? 3,800. So out of this, 40% he will spend on not spend but invest in cryptocurrency. So 40 by 100 into 3,800. Okay, this will give the answer as 1,520. Okay, now what is the remaining amount that we are left with? The remaining amount will be we had 3,800 minus we invested 1,520 in the cryptocurrency, so we are left with 2,280. Okay, now 2,280 is the amount that Harish will invest in mutual fund. Okay, because that is what we have to find. See, initially he had 7,600. Out of that, 50% he invested in stock market, which means 3,800 he invested in stock market. Out of that, what was remaining, of which he will invest in cryptocurrency, 40% of that in cryptocurrency. So we were left with 3,800 more. So out of that, 40% he will invest in cryptocurrency, which means 1,520 he will invest in cryptocurrency. So out of the remaining, if 50% is gone, which means out of 3,800, if 50-20 is gone, we are left with 2,280. So this is the amount that he is left with, and he will invest all of this in the mutual fund. So the correct answer is going to be option A. Hope you have understood it. Let's move on to the next one now. Let's look at this question that we have. Let M and N be two events such as probability of M is equals to 7 by 12 and probability of N is equals to 9 by 12 and probability of M and N is equals to 1. What is the probability of occurrence of event M if event N has already occurred? See, let's see how we will solve this question. See guys, we have a formula, okay, for conditional probability, that is this one, P of M N divided by P of N. Okay, this is the formula that we have. We have to use this formula to solve the question. Now, since we know Basically, in order to solve this question, you should be aware about the concepts of probability and its formulas. Okay, so I'm writing the formulas quickly on your screen so that you can see how we will solve this question. Basically, you just have to understand that this is the answer of this question because these questions get repeated many times. Okay, so see, p of probability of m is given to us as 7 by 12 plus 9 by 12 minus probability of mn. Okay, then this one we will solve it. We will get 1 is equals to 16 by 12. Okay, and then we are substituting just the same values. Finally solving it, we will get the value as 16 by 12 minus 1. This will go there, so 16 by 12 minus 1, which is going to equals to 4 by 12. Okay, now what we will do, we will simply substitute in this formula. We have found out the upper value, which is going to be 4 by 12, and the lower value is 9 by 12. Okay, when you will solve it further, you will get the answer as 4 by 9. Okay, hence the correct answer for this question is 4 by 9. Guys, this question has been repeated most number of times, so make sure that you are aware of at least the answer of this question, because you can get exact same question in your assessment also. Let's look at this question that we have. The question is the number of ways to divide 8 students into 2 different groups of equal numbers to perform an experiment is. Okay, and we have the option is 140, 70, 60 and 120. So see guys, this question is based on combinations. Okay, combinations. So we have to find the number of ways to divide 8 students in 2 different groups of equal numbers to perform an experiment. Okay, so if you remember, there is a formula that is NCR is equals to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, we are going to use the same formula. So in our case, n value is what? 8 number of students are there, and we have to like 2 different groups of equal numbers, which means 4 4, right? So how many combinations will form? We will have to calculate that. So 8 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 8 minus 4 factorial. Okay, which is going to be 8 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 4 factorial. This can be written as 8 7 6 5. Okay, and into 4 factorial, and this will be 4 factorial into 4 3 2 1. This will get cancelled out, and then further cancelling we can do. So for example, 4 2s are 8, this can get cancelled. 3 2s are 6, this can get cancelled. So 2 5s are 10 into 7, which is going to be 70. The correct answer in this case is going to be option number B, which is 70. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question that we have. The table below gives the number of students in each class and the percentage of students in the class who like hockey, baseball and table tennis. Study the table carefully and answer the questions that follows. Basically, we are given the data of students in a class and their percentage. Okay, like who likes hockey, baseball and table tennis. We have this data in this table. What we are asked is the number of students who like hockey in class 8 is what percentage of number of students who like table tennis in class 12. See, number of students who likes hockey are here, and number of students who like table tennis are here, and that too we have to find out the question. We are asked the question about class 8, right? And table tennis ones are class 12. So these two rows data we need to see, but before that we need to find out the number of students. Okay, these are the total number of students. Okay, and out of them 30% of 80 will like hockey, and then 20% of 80 will like baseball. In this way the data is given. So in order to find the ratio which is asked to us, okay, or like the relation which is asked to us, what we need to do is the first thing what is asked to us is number of students who like hockey in class 8. Let's find this out. Okay, number of students like hockey in class 8. Let's see how can we find that out. So if you see, class 8 is this and hockey is 30%. So 30% of 80 students like hockey. Okay, so how we can write 30% in this way, and of 80 will be this one. Okay, so if we cancel out this 0 and this zeros will cancel. Okay, so 3 8s are 24. There are 24 students who like hockey and they are in class 8. Let's see the next thing. What percentage of the number of students who like table tennis in class 12? So for that also, let's find out the number of students like table tennis and they are in class 12. Okay, this is the thing that we need to find out. So if you see, class 12 and table tennis is 60%. So what we will find out, 60% of total students in class 12, which is 90. So So 60% we can write it this way, 60 upon 100 into 90. This will, zeros will cancel with zeros. We will be left with 6 9s are 54, right? So now we have the number of students. Now what we are asked is number of students who like is what percentage the number of students who like this. So basically we have to find the relation of their percentage. How can we do this? Simply 24 by 5, 4 percentage and percentage, right? So in order to simplify this, how can we do that, right? 54 into 100, simple. Now what we will do, we will just try to cut it off. So we will cut with 6 4s are 24, 6 9s are 54. So 4 by 9 into 100, right? So we can say 4 by if you divide it further, it will be 400 divided by 9. If you try to cut it, it will be like 4. So 9 4s are 36, and then again 4. So again it will be 4.44. In this way it will go. Okay. So the correct answer in this case is going to be option number B, which is 4.44. Okay. The correct answer is option B, which is 4.44. Hope you have understood the logic. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. What is the minimum value of the following expression on the x-axis? We have the equation as 8a square plus 6a plus 4, and we have the different options that is given to us. See, before solving this question, you should know one thing, that a quadratic equation of this form, that is ax square plus bx plus c, becomes or reaches minimum or maximum, okay, at what? A is equals to minus b by 2a, okay. So this is like one general rule, okay, that you should know before solving this question. Now based on this, what we will do, we will like solve our equation. So see, in our equation, a is what? A is 3, right? A is, sorry, 8, this one, right? Then b is 6, and then c is 4, right? B is 6 and c is 4. Now using this, what we will do, we will substitute these values in our this one. So a is equals to what? Minus 6 by 2 into 8, which is this one, right? Which is equals to minus 6 by 16, which is further equals to minus 3 by 8. Okay, so like cancelling it out with 2, it will give us this much. Okay, so we have got the value of a in this form. Now what we will do, we will start solving our equation. So see, 8a square plus 6a plus 4, okay, 8a, which means 8 into 3 3s are 9, and 8 is a 64, okay. Basically I'm substituting this value in place of a, plus 6 into minus 3 by 8 plus 4, okay. This will equals to how much? 72 by 64 minus 18 by 8 plus 4, okay. Now we will further solve it by taking the LCM and all. So it will be 9 by 8. First of all, I'm cancelling this out, okay. So 9 by 8, I'm cancelling it with 8. So 9 by 8 minus 18 by 8 plus 4. Okay, this will give us, finally solving it completely will give us 23 by 8, okay, which is equals to 2.875. Okay, and if you convert it into mixed fractions, it will be minus 3 by 8. Okay, so the correct answer is going to be option number C for this question. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. So guys, so far we have seen and practiced a lot of questions. Now it is time for you to practice 2 questions, and I'm not going to tell you the answer of these questions. You need to do it on your own. That is, these are DIY questions that you do it yourself, and you have to write down the answers of these questions in the comment box. Make sure that you attempt these questions. Okay, let's see the question. The question is, a shopkeeper buys a pen for 40 rupees and sells it for 50 rupees. What is his forfeit percentage? The options that we have is 20%, 25%, 30% and 50%. Let's see the next question that we have. The question is, train running at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour crosses a 300 meter long bridge in 30 seconds. What is the length of the train? The options that we have is 200, 300, 400 and 500 meters. Make sure to attempt both the questions and write the answers in the comment section. So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, please give it a like. If you have any more doubts, please drop them in the comment section. You can also join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well. You can ask your queries over Instagram DM too. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates on notification whenever I upload a new video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.